.co.ke. Hang out with DJ Jose, man. It's getting louder. You guys were here till 10. Now, speaking of loud, yesterday, remember we talked about how our environment or society, it's not progressive.
Yeah.
We need to actually make this environment secure enough for our girls to thrive.
Right.
Yes.
Especially girls in the village. You know, my auntie was telling me something crazy, guys. The worst thing that can ever happen to you in this country is being born as a beautiful girl in the village.
Are you serious? I've actually had that before.
Yes. You know why? Can you imagine why?
Yeah, usually the families can't afford you, so what they do is they just sell you off to the highest bidder.
Thank you. Okay, sell sounds extreme, but
They literally sell you off.
They sell you off to the highest bidder.
well, yeah, Maze, because people are going to try and marry you.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to finish school.
Yeah.
So it's quite sad. But now this report over here, they're saying 1 in every 4 girls out of school in Kenya will be married before their 18th birthday. And this is a report by Girl Child Network. That's what they have revealed in a presentation to mark International Day of the Girl Child 2024 and the launch of Gender and Education Movement. Girl Child Network Executive Director Mercy noted, she's called Mercy Musomi, she noted that a girl who finishes secondary school is 6 times less likely to marry young. Musomi further said a girl with an extra year of education can turn 20% more, can earn 20% more as an adult. You get me, yeah? So, education, high education is very necessary for our girl child.
Very key.
And then let me just give you more facts. International Day of the Girl Child is observed on the 11th of October every year as a global event dedicated to raising awareness about the unique challenges girls face worldwide and to promote their empowerment. Now, the theme for this year is Girls' Vision for the Future, which is a call for urgent action and persistent hope driven by the power of girls' voices and vision for the future.
Yeah, I'm actually reading that, and there's something interesting about that. It's okay if you're in a family in the village, you've got about 11 kids, and you can barely make ends meet. Someone is about to turn 18, and you're thinking, okay, what do I do with you? Because I can't have you living this life.
Correct.
So you see, let's call him Kamal down the street, and he's starting to do well. He's a banker. He's got a car and everything.
Bit of resources here and there.
Yeah, and you're thinking, I don't want you to live this life. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna approach him and talk to him about marrying you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be here. So I understand, where they're coming from in that perspective.
I know parents have to make such painful decisions like that.
Yeah, but on the other hand, consult the person. They're almost 18, meaning they're almost an adult.
It's true.
They have plans, they have goals. You never know. Maybe they've already sorted out their life and they're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do after I finish. I've got this gig coming in. I spoke to this person, and then I'm gonna be out of this place, and I'm gonna help you. You just kill that. It's
true. And also parents have to reach out to county governments, because if you go to, one thing I know for sure, if you go to county government and go to the department, the Ministry of Gender, you get a bunch of programs over there for girl child empowerment. So there isn't any need to rush now a process where this child has to get into marriage for whatever reason because of desperation. Listen, I understand, like you say, poverty is not easy to deal with. But you shouldn't make a permanent decision over a temporary situation.
That's true. Like that. I like
you understand?
That's right.
Yeah,
Big
because poverty is temporary.
Yeah.
Just because you're struggling doesn't mean you're going to struggle for life. And I understand your parents. I empathize. It's not easy. This country, Maze, do you know what? You need to go to the village and just check how guys are badly off. It's not even a laughing matter. That's why I said being born as a pretty girl in the village is like a curse.
It's tough.
And our county governments have to step up and understand. Get out there, enda mashinani, do what you have to do and ensure that not even just girls, every young Kenyan has access to education at least.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Choosing another awesome program by Gava. They were saying they're actually going to open up job opportunities for people who don't necessarily have proper education, but they're skilled. That's a step in the right direction.
Good.
Yeah, because there are many young guys out here who, girls as well, of course, who have dope skills, man. They can do stuff like carpentry. They can do tailoring, teaching,
all these creatives and stuff.
Creatives.
Yeah.
So I think whoever is advising government to come up with such initiatives, Friday. Initiatives.
This brings about another question. Does this show how badly the government, mainly the counties, are broken? Because if you hear county government is getting over 600 million, and then you hear a case like this, It brings the question, what are you doing with the money that is meant to empower your people to stop situations like this?
Yeah.
I mean, are you building more mansions? Are you getting more cars? Or are you actually there for the people who elected you?
It's quite sad, because I mean, you know there's massive corruption in county governments.
Yes.
And they're the ones who are actually on the ground. They're the ones who have a
Do you
proper...
think that there could be some leaders who actually are involved in such kind of things? Like, like Wajir, Mandera, Garissa, those, war-torn areas, I mean, the drought areas. These leaders actually advocate for girls to get married early. And
they do.
They're part of this program.
Because they consider it like a culture thing.
Yeah, so they're part of the problem. They're not the solution. Anyway.
Yeah. And then what's unfortunate is now NGOs have to come up with solutions as opposed to even county governments. I'm a private individual. Listen, I big you up. If you're a Kenyan or you have resources here and there.
Yeah.
You're getting out there to just ensure that children go to school, have access to food, healthcare, it's good. But just understand, Gava, with all the money that they have, this is what they should be doing. Not telling us about rigiji, that, rigidas.
That's true. Yeah, because the other day I went to Naivasha and I went to a children's home. It's called the Children's Village. They're doing an amazing thing where they're basically pulling in children who've been like abandoned by their parents. They can't take care of them anymore.
Right.
And they're pulling them in. They're taking them to school all the way to university. And I'm like, this is a private person who's actually doing this.
Exactly.
Where is your government?
And you know one thing? Real Kenyans out there on the ground working day-to-day jobs just to make kwanza people who get like wages. These guys don't care about any political affiliations about their leaders. I must do what them. They just want to survive, man. They just want to survive. Some don't even know who their governor is. Bro, they don't even care about whatever's going on between the deputy president and the president.
They have no clue.
Real people on the ground working hard jobs, you get. Carpenters, plumbers, contract builders, nini. These people want help. These people are dying, man. These people are so desperate. Now that Paka, you're saying that, a girl has to quit primary school to go and get married. I mean, bro, we shouldn't be talking about things like this in 2024, man. Yeah, easy. So, let's talk about Naivas real quick, my brother.
Yeah, so anyway, if you talk about 24 hours, don't just think about the Kenyan economy. Think Naivas Utawala and Naivas Kamakis. It's now 24 hours. You're free to do shopping whenever you like. So listen to the SpiceFM Drive, and I think Edward Kwach has more information on this when you listen to the evening shows, because Naivas saves you money.
100%, man. So when we come back this hour, as we continue partying, you guys with DJ Jose, apparently, okay, it's not my thing to talk about politics on a Friday, but I just ran into something crazy. Kenyans think this country is headed in the wrong direction. Yes, we'll talk about that, but right now, let's get back into the music, of course. It's 24 minutes after 8. Twendekasi, good evening.
Nothing but the best music, Spice FM. You are tuned in to Nairobi's #1 soul station, Spice FM.